Alright, welcome to this episode of my playthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. We are currently in Novigrad, where there was a whole bunch of points of interest along the northern border and the northeast corner, where we just weren't a high enough level to take them on when we discovered them. Most of them have like level 33 to 37 enemies, and I have just hit level 33. So I definitely wasn't set up to take them on when I first came across them back when I was about level 12, 13-ish. So let's get going and see what we want to do next. Because yeah, one of the other benefits here is that if I can hit level 34, then I can equip the Mastercrafted Witcher gear, which means I will be well equipped for the end game, because the current main story quest is final preparations. So let's take a look at the world map, and we're going to go for this one, which I believe is a wyvern nest, because it looks like it's on top of a hill, and I remember coming down along this way. Either this one or this one is a wyvern nest, maybe both. But we're going to do this one right now. Oh, I also leveled up at the end of last episode, so I'm going to see what I want to do with that ability point, and I'll see you on the other side. So yeah, really simple. I'm just going to upgrade Fleet-Footed to level 5. There we go. And off we go. One thing that this has taught me is, as it turns out, fighting enemies that are higher level than you are actually gets you a decent amount of experience, and you level up quite quickly. I mean, that's RPG 101, really, but... maybe 102. RPG 101 is hit the thing until it falls over. That's a forktail. Level 30, it looks like. Raw meat, forktail mutagen, dragon scales, forktail hide.
Draconid nest. Need to destroy it.
Monster egg, lesser glyph of Irden, dragon scales, skull, lesser runestone. Doesn't say what kind of runestone, just lesser runestone. Monster heart. Alright. All done. Yeah, like that got me 10% of the way to level 34 from level 33 already. And we're going to go for this one now. Draken Hollow. Sounds inviting. That looks like a wyvern. Turns out wyverns aren't good at fighting in enclosed spaces. Though it does mean that they can hit me pretty hard, pretty easily. So I just need to be very careful to either have adrenaline points or stay healed. And my silver sword is damaged, so... let's repair it. Because also, as it turns out, fighting high-level enemies wears down your swords quickly. Dragon Scales, Monster Claw, Wyvern Hide, Wyvern Egg. There's another wyvern floating around over there.
Draconid nest. Need to destroy it.
Monster Egg, Lesser Glyph of Irden, Dragon Scales, Skull, Greater Zoria Runestone, Monster Hair. Excellent. That's not the way down. This is the way down. Alright, and next, next I'm going to head down to this one and then work our way up here. Given that that's 771 distance away, I'm going to call Roach. I suppose it also helps that I have the Wyvern Trophy equipped, which gives me extra experience from monsters. Roach got confused there, because when you put Roach on autopilot, Roach will automatically follow a road, and I just went across a road, so Roach didn't really know what to do. Erda. Okay, I want to check this out. What is this? Aside from the ruins of a village. It's not ruins, there's peasants living here, apparently. It's just a village in the middle of the woods.
That's it, Roach.
Alright, and at this point I'm going to get off Roach and go the rest of the way on foot, because it's only 100 distance from here. This sounds like Leshen territory. I'm just looking at my healing item, and it says Potion from Tir Nala. Alright, sure. Doesn't look like it's alcohol. I don't like having alcohol as a healing item. So we got a hidden treasure. Level 35 wolf. We got some ravens. So, yeah, we are talking about a Leshen. There it is. Ancient Leshen. Leshens hit hard, but they're not actually that difficult to fight. So long as you don't let yourself get hit by them, like I just did. Somehow, I just got a notice up in the bottom left that said acquire ability points plus available 2. No idea why I suddenly have 2 ability points to use, but oh, must have been a healing item I used. Because it's now saying Tawny Owl is my healing item. Monster Bone, Powdered Monster Tissue, Leshen Resin, Ancient Leshen Mutagen. Alright, so let's actually equip a good healing item. Just so I'm not, like, on the verge of death. Now, what is this signpost? This signpost is Arnscrone Castle Ruins. Alright. Count Romilly's Journal, Part 2, and Tarnished Key. Last page is torn from Count Romilly's journal. A pox upon Anastasia von Bormann, a pox upon her whole ploughing house. I finally found a way to end this deadly little charade she's put on. The key to unraveling the riddle lay in a dusty old tome in my library. That little vipress was marked by a Leshen. That is why the monster attacked my castle. There was only one way out of this situation. I snuck up while she slept and throttled her. She didn't even manage to peep. Now I can finally leave my castle walls, thank the gods. Good timing on that sound. The monstrosity has skirted off into oblivion along with that accursed child. That entire affair was a horrific error. I'm just glad the savings from previous missions are safely preserved in the castle treasury. I must recruit some mage, perhaps, that will ensure I avoid such incidents in the future. Secret Life of Count Romilly is a Hearts of Stone, but I'm here already. Despite numerous warnings, Geralt ventured deep into Dead White Wood, where he found the ruins of Castle Arnscrone. There he fought a tough battle against an ancient Leshen and found the earthly remains of Walter Romilly, and with them the eccentric Count's journal. Part of the Count's journal described his foul treatment of Anastasia von Bormann, who he believed to have been marked by a Leshen. It also made mention of coin stashed somewhere beneath the castle. Since I'm already here, I think all of these points of interest are Hearts of Stone add-ons, which is why they are level 30-something-ish. So yeah, I've got 2 points of 2 ability points. I'm going to see what I want to do with them, and I will see you on the other side. And you know what? This is going to be really simple. I'm just going to add 1 ability point into every other ability in the combat tree, so that way I can get that trophy I was going for before. So 1 ability point into arrow deflection, and 1 into resolve. There we go. I don't even care really what they do. There's monsters, or there's enemies up there. So let's meditate. Something tells me the ancient Leshen that I defeated is not the only Leshen here, just because I keep hearing that roar. Oh yeah, there's a totem there. Oh yeah, I am not supposed to be here. Search the ruins of Count Romilly's castle. I'm not seeing much of anything. Ah, though there's stairs down here. Okay. That's a doorway. I'm going to see what's through this room first. Ballads and hymns, that sounds like something that might be good for the Free Spirit quest. There's also a red chest here. Oh, looks like that might be it. Alright, leather scraps, nails, Lyrian hardened leather trousers, superior racing saddle, phosphorus cured leather, florins. I'm going to continue to look around. The opposition in Nilfgaard. Count Romilly's Journal Part 1. Entries in chronological order, last few pages missing, torn out, well, because we've already found Part 2. This craft has proved even more profitable than I had anticipated. 5 of the last 7 kidnappings ended in success. Only 2 of the lads had fathers too miserly to ransom their sons. Clearly was more offspring where those came from. Alright. So the calculating knaves deemed the captured snots expendable. Note for future demand a significantly smaller ransom from clients with more than one male heir. I sent the lads after Anastasia von Bormann. The Lord Zutzer's castle is a magnificent, wealthy noble, and Anastasia is his only child. I smell a lucrative transaction. The lads returned with the client's daughter that very night. The girl is calm, apathetic even. Something strange is afoot in the castle surroundings. Flocks of ravens perch in the trees bordering the courtyard. This morning a new contingent flew in. 2 serving maids have gone missing. Could my lads have been responsible, or did those ravens just peck them to death? Here, a giant ink blot covers half the page. One of my grooms has died. From what the remaining servants recount, he was killed by tree roots that suddenly thrust straight out of the ground. My men are petrified. Wolves howl day and night in the land surrounding the estate. Leaving the castle walls means certain death. We have barricaded ourselves inside and live as if under siege. Luckily, we've ample supplies of food and water. Perhaps this is some kind of curse. Franz, the servant who led the unit that kidnapped Anastasia, has hanged himself. Black magic is surely at work. I must search the castle library for some indication what this might be. Well, we know it was the Leshen. Alright, so now let's go through the passageway we arted open. Surprise attack by a bunch of wraiths. That's okay. We can deal with wraiths. Ransom letter. To the Right Honorable Raphael von Bormann, Lord of Zutzer Castle. We wish to reassure you, my dear sir, that your daughter is in the flower of good health. She will continue to enjoy said health, provided her father acts according to our instructions. They are as follows. In 6 days, at the exact stroke of midnight, you, sir, are to present yourself in person outside the Cursed Chapel near Brunwich, in order to hand over a ransom in the amount of 1,000 unshaven Novigrad crowns. You are to sound no alarm and come alone, with no guards or retainers of any sort. I trust we needn't add that any failure to follow these instructions will result in an immediate and proportionate decline in the young lady's, beautiful Lady Bormann's, health. My best wishes to you, sir. Well, a locked action icon briefly appeared over this chest, but it's no longer there. Okay, I think that's all we can see here. So now up to this one. Oof, that was not smart. So let's take a moment to meditate. I keep forgetting that fall damage in this game is much more generously doled out than in a lot of other games. Ooh, this is really pretty. We got a bandit camp. With more fallen knights, alright. So that means I'm gonna want Axie as opposed to Igni.
Too late to surrender.
Master Erlich's orders to Antoine Fail. Clear the elven ruins of all valuable artifacts. Once that's done, put fire to that rubbish heap and burn it to the ground. Regarding your question about the elven manuscripts you discovered, hand over the diagram during the next change of patrols. Our armor smith will set about deciphering it. Elegant letter, diagram Sarim, diagram Order of the Flaming Rose Gauntlets, resin, thread, executioner's boots, bear fat, white wolf hide. Oh, it's another wordy one. Alright. To be delivered personally to the hands of the Honorable Knight Sir Antoine Fail. Our unusual partnership has brought me enormous pleasure. I trust Sir Knight finds himself in good health. I have catalogued the last shipment of elven scriptures and sold the entire lot at once. As per our agreement, find attached the bill of accounts for our most recent transactions. Sculpture, Gian Lorenzo, The Rape of Ellerina, Aleren. Buyer, Kurt Dysart, 300, Novigrad crowns, minus 35% transaction fee. Sculpture of Botticelli, Phoebus and Daphne. Buyer, Kurt Dysart, 430 Novigrad crowns, minus 35% transaction fee. Oh, Kurt. Kurt's bit of a pompous ass that we found at the tavern in Novigrad. Sculpture, Gian Lorenzo, The Ecstasy of Gavalci the Bloody, buyer Rudolf de Jonquier, 550 Novigrad crowns, minus 35% transaction fee. Sadly, I was unable to finalize the sale of Pythas by Michelangelo to Brandon & Co. Inc. The company sued for a deferment of the sale due to some claimed financial difficulties. Rumors around town claim the firm's senior partner was robbed in broad daylight by some white-haired, sick witcher, but for obvious reasons I did not agree to prolong the payment period. A messenger with the earnings will present himself at the agreed-upon spot. I impatiently await the next transport. Yaromir E. Carstairs. Potatoes. Now, final preparations update is simply due to the fact that it is now quote-unquote nighttime, so therefore the quest which changes There's one objective as part of final preparations, which has to be done during daylight. So when night falls, it switches to wait for daylight. Raw meat, boar tusk, and boar pelt. I think that's the first boar I've encountered. Where is the next point of interest? Up here? Yeah, sure, we'll do that one. Might make this episode run a little bit long, but I don't anticipate it'll be too long. Oh, that is a beautiful sunset. Zutzer Castle. This is where the dude was holding the ransom, like the daughter, for ransom at the beginning of the episode.
You shall die! Die! Get him from the left! Witness me!
More fallen knights. All right.
Eternal fire!
Damn it.
Witness me, brothers!
Alright, let's repair our sword. Dealing with these fallen knights is always a bit of a pain.
Alone! Come on, all together! Eternal fire! Get him from the left! We're doubling behind!
Thank you, Undying. Okay, for this right now, Igni is going to be a good option. Ah! I thought Undying would save me again. Well, let's try that again.
Eternal fire! Get him from the left! Watch out! Eternal fire!
Okay, I need to take care of the crossbowmen first, because they're easy to take out. Oops. And then I can focus on the ones where I need to use Axie to take them out without distraction.
Clive Era Witcher. Here, Witcher, Witcher. Blood, brothers! Eternal fire!
And let's take a moment to repair our sword. And take a moment to heal up and not die.
Fucker, come here! Shut alone! Rise, brothers! Trample the serpent! Watch out! Eternal fire!
Actually, if they're clustering together, Igni is going to be very useful.
Shall be over soon. Come on, all together.
Because, yeah, the only one that Igni's really not good against is the shield guy. So if I can thin everybody else out with Igni first...
It shall be over soon. Spells! Spells! Blood for blood, brothers! How do you wish to die? Faster for fuck's sake! Devil it.
So now it's just shield dude left, so Axie is what I want. There we go. Grilled pork, gold, ruby ring, Orin's, order the flaming rose sword. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of loot here for me. For those who may be not familiar, in gaming... Oh, and there's it looks like there's an enemy up there as well. In gaming, when you have this practice where what you do is you dodge or run or roll around, forcing the enemy to follow you into an advantageous position. Like if you got a group of enemies and you can run through a narrow doorway, so that way they're all clustered together and you can attack them with a fire spell. Getting them to follow you around like that is called kiting, because it's like you're pulling them on a string. Diary of a Fire Swallower. I think I've read that one. I'm pretty sure I've read that one. Alright, so now let's open the red one. Gauntlets diagram, untranslated. Lesser Svarog, runestone, letter with orders. Order the Flaming Rose armor. Order the Flaming Rose gauntlets. Empty bottle, thread. Tracker's boots. Cavalry gauntlets, phosphorus. Cured leather, florins. Diagram written in an unknown tongue, requiring translation. Drawings show various stages of crafting gauntlets. Letter with orders. Lewy. Did you get that diagram from Rob? Made any progress? Soon as you make out so much as a word, write directly to me, because that twat Rob'll try something tricky. We're sitting on a gold mine, mate. We just gotta work out what's scribbled on those pages and we'll be chasing buyers off with a broom. So leave off raiding and robbing for the time being, just sit in camp and work your noggins till you think of something. Ulrich.
Interesting. Another diagram with Afiri markings. Could use someone fluent in the tongue.
So somewhere in this round part of the building here is an enemy. Just got to find a way to get into that part. Looks like this is the way in. And orders from Ernst Goltz. Ernst, stay away from... orders for Ernst Goltz. Ernst, stay away from dead white wood. Forests full of overgrown wolves, and the ground emits some kind of rancid gas. Plus, a week or so back, I sent a detachment of men there. Told them they were to do a bit of reconnaissance. But that was all hogwash. We'd finished scouting that place out long ago and know the wood's a deadly trap. That's why I gathered up the worst of my lot, the ones who didn't do a lick of good to make up for the cost of feeding them, and sent them to a certain death. I know, I hear you asking, is it a dolt's fault he's a dolt? Well, these cretins could prove a serious threat to us in battle. During the last skirmish with Radovid's Reapers, 2 of those idiots failed to recognize our emblems on our shields in the heat of battle and attacked our own men, which makes me wonder if these numbskulls even made it to the wood. M. Iron ore, cotton, lesser Murana runestone, empty bottle, water essence. Alright. It looks like I've got everything from here. Just had to head over here to see what all is here. Oh, there was a whole bunch of stuff there that I wasn't expecting, so I just kind of skipped through it. New moon something or other. And I think the bandit camp is now marked as claimed. Yes, it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get away from it a little bit before I before I meditate, just in case it's one of those respawning things. And with that, I know this episode's gone long, so I'm going to call an end to the episode here. You know the drill. Click over there. Join me next time, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.